Welcome to Red Dead Redemption 2. I've added over 100 mods, changing this into a western zombie apocalypse. And this is Arthur Morgan. He's been trapping and hunting in these lands for months now. His horse is fully stocked, but the ever-growing zombies are making it impossible to sell his goods. The zombie hordes have pushed us up north into the snowy mountains, and we're still trying to get from here all the way to Saint Denis. This is how it went. Arthur's actually enjoyed a few days of silence. The farther north you go, the less zombies that seem to appear. But it was time to leave the tranquility of the north. We had an abundance of pelts to offload, and there was only one way to get there. So we were off once again to try and deliver these goods. So we headed down next to the river to follow it into town. We need to see if we can pick up some supplies first before we depart the area. Everything was nice and quiet though. You could only hear the river and the hooves of the horse. But the closer we get to town, the more the zombies would show up. Once we saw one zombie, we knew more would come, and surely more did. We've been stocking up on our arrows though, so we quickly took out the zombies. And continue down the path, but we didn't get very far. Even more zombies started to show up. The farther down we went, the warmer it got, and that means the more zombies there be. So we hacked and slashed our way to victory, and then had a little lunch as a victory. We have a long way to go. Might as well do it on a full stomach. We picked up the pace a little bit, and we saw the town straight ahead. The town seemed vibrant from a distance, but as we got closer, we noticed what it really was. It was a town full of zombies. It seems that the zombies have taken over, killed all the townspeople, but there was only one way to proceed, and that was through. So we tried to run through, and then a group of bandits decided to ride through as well. Well, that's some great timing. So we took cover in one of the shacks, but we couldn't hide there forever. We brought out the pistols and started shooting for our lives, killing bandits and zombies alike. The fresh white snow was turning glazed with red, but we had to make it this time. These pelts weren't getting any younger, so Arthur turned beast mode and started lodging arrows in skulls, kicking chins in, until Arthur realized this wasn't going to be a winning fight. We just had to get out of there. We were wasting time and ammo, so we raced out, but the zombies followed. The zombies ate the whole town, and Arthur was their next hot meal. We couldn't let them munch on us, so we continued running through the snow, trying to get them off our tail, and it seemed to work. The heavy snow slowed them down, and we ran far enough to get out of their sights. So we were yet again in the tranquil silence of the northern mountains, trudging through the snow. But all great things come to an end. We saw 2 zombies on the trail, and got a 2-for-1 special with an arrow. And where there's one, there's many more. A scaly zombie came rushing at us, but we quickly took him out. And we couldn't hang back there. We had to get somewhere safe quick, so we had no choice but to run up the path. And as soon as we started heading up the hill, we saw a tail of zombies follow suit. We had to keep going though. The longer we stayed in one spot, the more zombies that would come, and that would be an impossible battle. The zombies may be getting smarter though. We saw some zombies trying to flank, but Arthur ain't dumb. He knew what they were doing, so we ran around and took them out. But the zombies keep multiplying. They're literally coming out of nowhere. So we took out the flankers, and we had to calm our horse. And the zombies were here once again. We are not getting any respite. The zombies knocked my beaver head off, and I had to get revenge. So we threw some fists for Zombie Fight Club round 2, but this was going to be a losing battle, so I had to bring out the big guns. I strapped some dynamite to some of my arrows and blew these zombies to hell high water. But the more explosion sounds I made, the more zombies that appeared. I guess that was a mistake. We should have stayed silent. We were quickly being surrounded by zombies, and Buddy was getting kicked to oblivion, but I couldn't help him. There was no way. We had to run. We'd kill anybody in our way, but we had to run. So we followed the windy trail down the mountain. The zombies were following, and Arthur had enough. He got some moonshine and lit it on fire. It was time to burn the zombies out. So he flew through, burned a few, and got warm while they burned. Buddy seemed to have made it too, which I'm glad, but we had no time to celebrate. We kept going down the hill, and there were plenty of zombies following, but there's no way we could take them all out. But we could try. We saw a body of water, so we decided to go to it. We know the zombies can't swim, but it was frozen rock solid. But fortunately, the zombies didn't follow. We were back in silence, a moment of tranquility, slipping and sliding on the ice, but for now safe. So we proceeded walking to the other side. But then the zombies got brave and started walking towards us. They figured out it wasn't water, and they quickly surrounded us. It was me versus them. A couple hatchet swings, a bunch of punches, but these zombies were taught by Bruce Lee himself. Arthur got knocked clean out in the middle of that frozen lake.